What's up guys, Taylor Abishan here, and I'm just going to keep it real with you. I have been slacking on uploading YouTube content, and for that I am sorry. On the other end, Infinite has not been slacking on putting out just some incredible molds and plastic combinations, so I'm a little behind on reviews. So what I did is I just filled up my slinger bag full of some molds that I need to get to and try out. This doesn't mean that a full review for these discs is not coming, but I wanted to get something up for them, and I also just need to do some field work in general, so two birds with one stone. So let's see what we got in here today. Sick. Alrighty, so we've got a Luster Tomb, a G Blend Cohort, a C Blend Myth. This is super pretty. A KONA Emperor, an I Blend Raw, a Swirly S Blend Sphinx, a Swirly S Blend Exodus, and then another KONA Emperor. Stick around to the end of the video if you want to win this KONA I Blend Emperor, by the way. So a lot of these discs I actually haven't even thrown yet, so I'm going to throw them all and get a feel for them real quick. Then we'll throw them again with a better idea, put a flight tracker on it, you know the drill, and then we'll talk about them at the end and talk about giving away that KONA I Blend Emperor. So let's get to it. All right, so first up is the G Blend Cohort. This plastic is a little more gummy than I would like, especially in the summer, but nice and soft for an upshot disc. So let's see how it flies. Wow, that's great. Okay, I may have to reconsider on whether or not I like that disc, because that was super nice. Next up, we're gonna hit the Luster Tomb. Than I meant to put on it, but that thing's pretty overstable for a tomb, and we just made a goal, so that's nice. All right, now we got a C Blend Myth. Super straight as well. That is going straight into the bag for me, honestly. Next up, we got the I Blend Raw. That thing's honestly, I think, a little more stable out of the box than a C Blend Raw. Now we got a Swirly S Blend Sphinx. Oh wow, flipped up the flat perfectly, didn't tip over, and that just went kind of a long way. All right, we got a Swirly S Blend Exodus. I think that might be the most overstable Exodus I've thrown. That almost flew kind of like a Scepter a little bit. All right, and last but not least, the KONA Emperors. All right, flipped up the flat, tipped over just a little bit, and now that classic Emperor finish, that was pretty far. These things have that pop top dome and they carry so far. To put that on a little Annie to see how it fought it. Took it perfectly. Still has that big finish at the end. Man, I'm loving those. All right guys, just to give some first impressions on each of these KONA Emperors bomb. They are a little bit more domey than the first run of I Blend Emperors, and they just go. So these are probably going into my bag. This one I'm reconsidering giving away, but probably still will. The Swirly S Blend Sphinx is more stable than I thought it would be. It's kind of right up there with the Color Glow Sphinx's in stability. It just kind of popped up the flat and then rode it out to the end. Swirly S Blend Exodus is a lot more stable than I thought it was going to be. A lot of my Exoduses will just kind of pop up to flat and hold pretty straight, but that just held that hyzer throughout the flight and actually had a pretty strong finish to it. The I Blend Raw as well is a little more stable than I thought it would be. I think it's even a little bit more stable than the C Blend Raws that I have. The C Blend Myth is just money. That's all I can say about it. I would throw P Blend Myths if they didn't get kind of chunked and beat so fast. So this is definitely going straight into the bag. May kick the tombs out of my bag, honestly. The Luster Tomb, honestly, I gave it a little bit more hyzer than I wanted. So I want to kind of throw this flatter and see how overstable it really is coming up. But it's pretty stable and feels really good in the hand as well. And then finally, the G Blend Cohort just goes straight, and it's pretty soft, probably the softest approach disc that Infinite has in their lineup right now. I know a lot of people love that in an approach disc that'll just kind of hit and stop where you throw it. So I might have to reconsider this one too. So a lot of questions. I know a little bit more about these discs now, so I'm gonna throw them one more time, put a flight tracker on them so you guys can kind of see exactly how they fly, and we'll go from there. All right, so first we're gonna hit this G-Blend cohort. That's just dead straight. That thing holds up the torque super well too. All right, the luster tune. I might put a little bit of Annie on this and see how it fights it. Yeah, so that honestly held the Annie mostly to the ground, so I think it's a little less stable than I thought it was initially. All right, now we got C-Blend Myth. A little high and flat, and just kind of a baby hyzer at the end. I love that thing. All right, I-Blend Raw. Put that a little lower and try to put a baby Annie on it. Held up to it great and just finished. So that's probably the most overstable mid out right now, next to the Inca in the Infinite lineup. All right, swirly S-Blend Exodus, gonna do the same. See how this fights an Anheuser. Kind of just threw it flat, and you can see, man, that thing is overstable for an Exodus, honestly. Swirly S-Blend Sphinx. Man, that is pretty. I love Sphinxes. That's honestly, I think, maybe even a little bit straighter than the Metal Flake, just less finish and less turn at the same time. So finally, I'm gonna try to put a big Annie on this Emperor, go for max distance. Work over right and still fight out of it and finish left, and that's right on the tip of 400. Let's throw another one, maybe a little bit over. Try to get this one a little lower. Man, that's beautiful. Woo. Yeah, that's definitely over 400 right there, so real nice. All right, guys, so I hope that gave you at least a decent idea of what these new molds do. Like I said, that doesn't mean a full review for these discs is not coming. I just wanted to get something out pretty quickly because Infinite just, they keep putting out some fire discs, man. So if you've got any insecurity or question about what's in your bag, like I have a lot of, I've got some decisions to make now, man. Those discs flew beautifully, almost every one of them. So like I said, one of my subscribers will be winning this I-Blend Emperor, this KONA Signature Emperor. Take a look at my Instagram for more details on that. I'll be posting about it soon. If you have any questions, comments, anything, let me know below. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.